Hey there, it's me Red Knight and welcome back to Heyday. Now for today's video I'm going to be working on making money within the game. Now at the moment I'm only at level 12 and I'm gradually working towards level 13, and as you work within the levels you get the ability to get new crops which can be added to the game. Now when you're a lower level player, the important thing is to think about making money within the game. Now, one factor that you can actually take into consideration is events. So as an example, if I come up to the actual envelope, which is in the top left-hand corner, and I click on that one, that will load up all of the events that are currently available within the game. And if you look at this one here, it says week number 9. I tap on that one there, and it slides down once I actually move the image to what is available for the events. Now you'll see here it says Sunday, there's a crop boost event. All crops will yield 3 crops instead of the usual 2. So it's my chance within the game to grow some crops, and instead of getting 2, I will get 3, which will allow me to make more money. However, there is an issue with this. If you're actually just producing crops for the sake of producing crops, you're going to, at your level, fill up your storage very quickly. So if I come on over to my actual silo, you'll see that my silo is 125, and these are the crops that I can actually grow. And as I slide my finger over them, you can see the actual turnaround time. So sometimes growing a crop that says takes 2 minutes, i.e. the wheat, may not be that beneficial for you in this kind of event. Now you may think, okay, well 20 minutes is too long, so why would I focus on the 20-minute crop? Okay, how about the corn? That's only 5 minutes, or maybe the carrots, that's 10 minutes, or maybe even the sugarcane, that's 30 minutes as well. Now you saw the indigo that's going to come later, but that is one of the longer growing crops, so for this event, not so beneficial. However, if you are looking to increase your storage, then it can be very good. Now, in this case, I can't really upgrade anything at the moment. I don't have the resources. I need to get 4 to increase to 150. So I've got to be very aware on what's in my storage. Now, when it comes to selling and collecting those items, okay, collecting is very easy. I just slide my finger over the crops I've got there and it will collect them. But you've seen very quickly that my storage is already full up. So I have a bit of a problem. Now, what to do? Now, one of your choices you've got is to actually use your crops that you've collected and start producing goods, which is fantastic. You can collect the items you've got on the machine already and then just keep placing those items down and just keep making. Now, at this level with this kind of event, making bread is very beneficial indeed. It turns around very quickly. It uses that wheat that you've got there in storage, i.e. 3 wheat for 1 piece of bread. And this then allows you to then sell the wheat and make a lot of money. You've also got the popcorn machine over here, which is a 30-minute cycle, and that allows you to turn around the popcorn. Now, 30 minutes is a long time to wait. At our level here, for a low-level farm like this, it's not so beneficial anyway, because it takes so long, and you, at this stage, have not opened up all of your machines. You could go for the actual pancake, which is again very nice, but you're not really using any crops, and that's the same with the bacon and eggs. So if I just keep collecting those crops for the moment, my storage is full up. Now the other option you've got is in relation to your animals. What you can do is produce some feed and then feed those animals, which again is also very, very good. If I come down here, I collect from my chickens, I collect from my pigs and get my bacon as well, and I can then feed those, which is very nice indeed. This gives you experience points and it allows you to produce some feed, which you can then feed the animals. Now for the bacon with the pigs, okay, I've got to wait a 4-hour cycle before I need to do any more feeding there with these animals that are actually done. So there's no benefit for me now in actually producing that feed. So if we look at the feed cycle there, you're looking at 20 minutes for a pig feed. So not so useful. Now, for the actual cows itself, there's like an hour cycle there for them to cycle around, and again, not so beneficial in relation to this. Now, it's a little bit better than the 4 hours it's going to take for the bacon. So my best option now is focusing on the chickens. If I can produce feed for the chickens, they turn around in about 20 minutes. The feed itself is only a 5-minute cycle, so I can make a lot of feed that way. So I'm going to be planting corn down there, which will give me the triple option. production. I'm going to be collecting the sugar I've got down there as well. My sugar machine's already filled up and I've got an excessive amount. So what I'm going to do is to sell some of this sugar, which is very nice indeed. Now I'm going to empty my storage out of this item. I'm going to keep a little bit in stock, of course. Okay, there's a toolbox there. Let's go and grab that one. Come on, toolbox, tap on me. There we go, that's locked. Now, I've got to keep about 10 or 12 left in there anyway, so that's going to take up part of my storage. If I take that down to 12, that is good on that side. Now, if I look at the other crops I've got down there, there's plenty of wheat there as well, so I'm going to grow lots of wheat for the moment. And then in a moment, once the actual corn is grown, I can grow or prepare the feed. Right, machines are basically loaded up. I'm not going to grow any more products down there. Okay, I've got some carrots there, 38 as well. So I'm going to get rid of some of those for the moment to give me a little bit of space. So I'm going to sell that one, put it as an advertisement. Now, advertising carrots may be beneficial. Now, this is the next thing that is an issue with this kind of event and you at your level here. If you come on down to the newspaper and you open it up, you can see that a lot of people that are of similar levels here are selling the same kind of things, but they're selling them for full price. Now, you've got a choice here. Do you sell your products that you've got there at full price, knowing that everybody else is doing the same thing? You don't have many people that are coming to your farm because you're such a low level player anyway. Maybe you've got a few friends, but because you're on their friends bar, you're kind of all the way down at the very, very bottom of the friends bar. So higher numbers are where people tend to look first when they open up the friends bar, and lower numbers tend to be forgotten, unless of course you're friends with a lot of players who are of a similar level. So this is one of the difficulties at this stage in the game of selling your products, i.e. your crops in this case, during this kind of event. So you're actually better off producing goods that would attract people's attention. So when you do sell those, you'll look down here and you'll see like there's no feed being sold, there's no bread being sold, and it's literally just crops. Now, you do have another option, and that is to sell for a limited amount of money. So you can, let's say, like this person here, sell 10 corn for 1 coin. And if I go on over and have a look, you'll see he's sold some, but he's not sold everything. And like me, he doesn't have so many actual stall places to be selling. Now, even though he's like level 103, not everybody's buying at that time, but he's selling it at such a cheap price that people who don't want to produce it will buy it. And if we look at his actual crops there, that's all he's doing. He's just growing and selling, growing and selling. Now, why is he doing this? Why are other players doing this? Why are you doing this? Why is this event so useful? Well, there's a couple of factors. Number one, it allows you to get a lot of XP by making a specific amount of products. But the key thing, or I think the biggest thing here, is that the more harvesting you do, the more chances you've got of getting those expansion materials. So if I look at what I've got in my storage at the moment, you'll see that the expansion materials I've got down there are very limited. So there's like 0 planks, 0 bolts down there, and if I look at increasing the storage, I can't do anything. But if I do a lot of harvesting, you'll see that I can actually start to gain some of these products that are there, thus allowing me to, at the end of the day, get more resources to be able to level up. So not only do you get XP at this level of the game, you're also getting the chance to get a lot of products as well that can be used for expanding. And you're also getting the ability to make some money, which is very nice. Now, I do have some visitors here. Now, I'm not always keen on serving the visitors because the amount of experience points in the coinage isn't that great. Now, with this person, I'm going to say no. But if I look at the next person, he's after some crops. Now, because he's after crops at this kind of level, and even though the coinage is not that great, I'm not really going to be losing out. Like if I stick it in a newspaper, it could sit there for ages and ages and ages. But in this case, the visitor is a guaranteed customer. He will come, he will buy, and you can make some money out of this. So I'm going to say, yes, here you go. Okay, he does his little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. He does his dance, 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 and it's now gone. Now, if I come back to my machines and I can start loading up again, which is good. Okay, my corn is now ready, which is what I've been waiting for. I plant the corn again, which is wonderful. I then come over and I start producing the feed, which is a 5-minute cycle. Now I've got 4 slots opened already. Now at this level, what I can do is, if I wanted to, is buy another feed mill, which is 3,200 gold coins. And that then allows me to produce even more feed, thus making more money. And that's what I'm going to do. Now, I'm actually going to purchase that second feed mill. Now, at this stage of the game, I don't really need to do it, but as you look here as I'm trying to slide these around, I'm very limited on space where I can place it. So, where should we do it? Okay, let's just place it behind the house for the moment. Now, that's a 39-second. Thankfully, these feed mills don't take so long to actually open up. But once it's actually opened, I've got that opportunity again to start producing more feed, which is good. So let's keep coming down here with the corn and the wheat. Oh, and I've got Hyper Harvester. So that is good. Now, Hyper Harvester is wonderful at your level, because you're able to actually do a lot of crops very, very quickly. Now, you don't have to do it now, but basically, if you're doing it during the game and then collecting those products, it gives you the chance to actually get a lot of diamonds and XP as well. So if I can harvest 200 fills in the next 20 minutes, I can get number 2 down there, which is even better. So the trouble is, my storage is full up. Now what I can do is come on over here to my orders, and maybe there are some crop orders down there. Now in this case I can't do anything with that one. I'm going to trash it. Again, I'm not going to do that one. I can't do that one, and I can't do that one. These ones have been done for me, so I'll send those on their way. New ones come up, and this one is some crop ones with a few bits of products, so I could do that one and get some more XP out of this as well. Right, the machine is now done, and this allows me to produce as well. Now, because I'm already of a specific level, it's given me the same chance to produce this other feed as well. Now, I'm going to keep going with the actual chicken feed because it's 2 wheat and 1 corn. Turnaround time is not that bad again. So I get to make a little bit of cash out of this as well. Trash that one down there, go collect those. My storage is still full up, I know. Now, these events are wonderful. That glitch of resetting a game. Okay, these events are wonderful. I do like them, especially if you are trying to produce crops that are longer serving crops. I like them as I get to a higher level, because they allow me to get 3 of the one crop that I can't always build up so quickly. And I don't mind actually using this kind of event for longer serving crops, especially if I am not playing the game for many, many hours. So when I come back, instead of just having 2 of one, I've now basically got that extra. Right, the bread is done again. I can use more. Harvesting, as you can see, is a challenging. It just keeps filling up and up and up and up. I can't upgrade or do anything yet, so I'm kind of limited on what I can do. Fingers crossed I can get some nice orders that come up here that allow me to do stuff, but at this moment in the stage, there's not much I can do, so I'm limited. Okay, well, you got a basic idea on what I was talking about here. Now, let's see if I can sell any more of these products. If I go down for maximum price or low price, for this kind of event, I'm probably going to sell it for a low price, and that will then attract people to my stall, I hope. So put that on sale, and we go collect a little bit more down here, do those as well, and collect that one, send it on its way as well. Next order's good for carrots. Okay, can do that one and sell that as well. Right, now for the carrot one, that was a mistake. I went in at the full price. Not a good idea. Very much so. Now for the carrot one, you'll see there it's requiring 10 of those. Now normally I try to double up with these orders, so I've got enough of the actual product in stock before I do them. Now with this event, because it is a triple option, it's not going to hurt me that much if I do sell it, because I can make those products back very quickly. Now, the event is ongoing for the next 22 hours, so this is going to be very good indeed. Let's see what I can do. There's another order going off there. That's beautiful. That one I can't do. I'm going to trash that one, and we collect those again and keep coming down. Alright, the feed is producing 19 seconds on that one. If I had one more diamond, I could open up another slot down there, couldn't I? That's a shame. Okay, now someone's actually come and bought those items. I sold one of the wheat for 1 coin and one for 36 coins. So I'm kind of lucky in this case. I was able to make a little bit extra cash out of this. Now, like I said, it's not always a good idea. But my focus in this case is not so much getting a lot of X or money. Maybe it's getting a lot of XP. But at least I'm selling the product. Right, now the corn is ready again. I can go place that one down, and I could probably sell some of this as well. There we go. Let's put some corn down there. So 1 coin for 10 corn. Let's go sell that as well. Yay. Perfect. Now you'll see there I'm selling for 1 coin. Now that's not going to make a lot of money. So what you can do is another option. Now, people don't like paying full price, but they don't mind paying a part price. So instead of selling for full price, what you can do is to sell for a part price. Now, if you go to look at the paper, it's either one or the other in most cases. Now, sometimes people sell for a part price and you're more likely to get a sale. So you'll see there the corn for 50 coins versus the usual 72. Again, sometimes you have that option to do it, sometimes not. So if I come on over here again, and let's just say I place the wheat down there. Now it's 10 coin is the basic price down there. I can sell it for a base price and put that one on sale. And maybe people will buy that one. Again, there are these options. Now, I'm kind of lucky. I've got quite a few slots down there, so I can keep adding these resources over. But it will take a bit of time. Okay, one of my feed is now done, so I can place another feed down there, which is good. And because I can feed some of the animals now, which is even better, that is perfect. What I could also do at this level if I wanted to is maybe purchase some more of the animal pens and then start feeding those as well, thus giving me more eggs and allowing me to make more coins and more XP, which then lets me level up as well. Okay, right, there's a lot of things I've talked about in this video. Hopefully I've given you some ideas and suggestions for the back to basics, whether you want to harvest one specific crop, look at the time frame, whether you want to sell it or make goods. Again, there are a lot of choices. My preference is to make goods, and usually I sell for full price, especially with my higher level farm. But with my lower level farm, I'm more interested in making the goods and getting the XP and maybe gaining some of the resources that are being sold. This will then allow me to make a little bit of cash as well, and also allow me to progress my game a lot faster as well.